Stop scrolling right now because what you are about to read feels less like a celebrity update and more like the opening chapter of a mystery thriller unfolding in real time. Shen Yue has vanished from the public eye. After a sudden and frantic hospital discharge, her home has transformed into a fortress under total lockdown. Miles Wei is stationed at the gates, personally blocking all entry as whispers of a breaking point grow louder by the hour. What is he protecting inside those walls? What happened behind the closed doors of that hospital room? And why does the silence feel heavier than any official statement ever could? Stay with this story until the very end because the details are shifting fast and every update seems more unbelievable than the last. It began quietly.
No dramática announcement.
No carefully crafted press release. Just a blurry photo taken from a distance outside a private medical facility. Shen Yue dressed in oversized clothing and a cap pulled low over her face, moving quickly toward a waiting vehicle. Fans immediately noticed the tension in the image. She was not smiling. She was not waving. She was escorted swiftly and shielded from view. Within minutes, the image spread across social media platforms and speculation ignited like wildfire. Sources claimed the hospital visit had been sudden. Some whispered exhaustion. Others hinted at emotional strain. A few even suggested that the pressure of constant public scrutiny had reached a breaking point. But what truly stunned everyone was not the hospital visit itself. It was what happened next. Instead of returning to normal activities, Shen Yue disappeared completely. Scheduled appearances were postponed. Online updates halted. Even her usual subtle social media presence went silent. No late-night reflections. No casual photos. Nothing. The silence was so abrupt that fans felt it physically. Then came the reports from her residence. Security presence doubled overnight. Black vehicles lined the quiet street. Curtains remained drawn at all hours. Deliveries were screened and turned away unless pre-approved. And at the center of it all stood Miles Wei. Witnesses described him as calm but unyielding. Stationed at the gates, he personally intercepted anyone attempting to approach. Some said he spoke very little. Others claimed his expression alone was enough to send curious onlookers retreating. It was not aggressive. It was protective, focused, determined. Why would he take on such a visible role? Why would he place himself directly between Shen Yue and the outside world? That question fueled endless debate. Insiders suggested that Shen Yue needed absolute privacy, that whatever had led to the hospital visit required quiet recovery away from flashing cameras and constant speculation. Yet the intensity of the lockdown hinted at something deeper. Fans began connecting timelines. Previous interviews where Shen Yue mentioned fatigue. Moments where she appeared thoughtful and distant during live broadcasts. Subtle changes in tone that now felt significant in hindsight. Meanwhile, Miles Wei's actions only amplified the mystery. He reportedly adjusted his own schedule, clearing commitments to remain nearby. Late at night, lights inside the house glowed softly while the outside remained silent and heavily monitored. Neighbors described an atmosphere that felt serious but controlled. Not chaotic, not dramatic, just guarded. Online theories multiplied. Some fans believed this was a moment of emotional reset. Others feared the toll of relentless industry pressure had finally demanded pause. A few insisted there was a larger, untold story waiting to surface. Each theory carried fragments of concern and loyalty. What made the situation truly mind-blowing was the complete absence of official clarification. In an era where every detail is instantly shared, this silence felt deliberate,
Strategic.
almost sacred. Then a small but powerful detail emerged. A close friend reportedly visited late one evening and was seen leaving hours later with a relieved expression.
No panique. No visible distress.
Just quiet reassurance. That single observation shifted the tone of discussion. Perhaps this was not a crisis spiraling out of control, but a carefully protected moment of healing. Miles Wei's unwavering presence continued. Observers noted that he occasionally stepped outside to make brief phone calls. His posture composed, his demeanor steady. He did not address cameras. He did not offer statements. He simply stood watch. The image of him at the gates became symbolic, almost cinematic. A silent guardian ensuring that whatever was unfolding inside remained undisturbed. Fans worldwide responded with an outpouring of support. Hashtags dedicated to Shen Yue's well-being trended rapidly. Messages flooded timelines expressing hope's strength and patience. Many urged others to respect her privacy. Others pleaded for reassurance that she was safe. The emotional investment was undeniable. Days passed, yet the lockdown remained. The mystery deepened. Every small movement around the residence was documented, analyzed, and shared. Yet no dramatic revelation surfaced. Only the steady fact that Shen Yue was inside, and Miles Wei was guarding the threshold. Industry commentators began discussing the broader implications. The intense pressure placed on public figures. The emotional cost of constant exposure. The necessity of boundaries in a world that demands endless access. Shen Yue's silence began to feel less like absence and more like resistance. A reclaiming of space. And then, just as speculation reached its peak, a subtle sign appeared. A brief message posted through official channels thanking fans for their concern and asking for understanding during a period of rest. It was short, measured, and devoid of detail. Yet it carried weight. It confirmed she was aware. It confirmed she was choosing quiet. Still, Miles Wei did not step away. His presence remained firm, as though the message alone was not enough to calm the storm outside. What is he hiding inside? Perhaps nothing more than peace. Perhaps nothing more than a person regaining strength away from relentless noise. Or perhaps a deeper story will one day surface, rewriting everything we think we know. For now, the gates remain closed. The curtains remain drawn. And Shen Yue remains silent. The urgent enigma continues to grip fans across the globe. Every hour, without new information, fuels curiosity, yet also reinforces a powerful reminder that behind every headline stands a human being who sometimes needs stillness more than spotlight. So here's the call to action. Do not let speculation drown empathy. Do not let curiosity overpower compassion. Stay alert to updates, but also respect the boundaries being drawn. Share this story responsibly. Engage thoughtfully. And as the next chapter unfolds, be ready to witness not just drama but resilience. Because when those gates finally open and Shen Yue steps back into the world, it will not simply mark the end of a lockdown. It will signal the conclusion of a mystery that held millions in suspense, and perhaps reveal a strength that was quietly forged behind closed doors.